It's test plot day!
Yeah.
We plant a big 30+ variety test plot, and it's always an exciting day. It's tedious, not a lot of farmers do it. Levi's big on it. It really works well for our family farm. It gives us proof of what is yielding best on our soil, helps us make decisions for the future. Farming's risky, and everything you put in the field is a big investment. There's really no guarantee on that investment because you don't know what the growing season's gonna bring, you don't know what the weather's gonna do. Those big investments that we're gonna make, we want to have proof that they will work on our soil. So that's a main reason why we plant such a big test plot. We wanna know what's yielding best. Sometimes we see as big as 100 bushel difference between varieties in our test plot. So we like to know what's gonna be 100 bushels better.
We got like 7 or 8 companies, seed companies, and they each have 4 to 8. I think DeKalb might even have 13 varieties. So we got to look at their whole hybrid lineup from short season to long season. I like it because it's planted on my field, my planter, my farming practices. Yeah, we just pretty much let the best corn win. So we'll harvest it in the fall and weigh each 8 rows, and whatever corn's best is the winner.
So you plant 8 rows of each variety?
Yep.
And why is that?
Our combine heads 8 rows, so we can harvest down, harvest back, and that'll be like a checking two varieties, one variety down, one variety back. It just keeps the flow going good at harvest time. So.
Sure. So we're planting about 30 varieties today?
Yep.
Is that right?
30
varieties from 7, 8 different seed companies. And then we'll kind of track progress of these varieties throughout the season. And then when harvest comes, we will weigh each variety and determine which one yields the best. And then that helps us make our decision for what seed, what variety of seed, and what companies we want to use to purchase to plant the next year. Because ultimately, in the end, the most yield that we can get per acre is going to profit best for our farm. This is kind of a tedious process. Would you say that's why a lot of farmers don't do it?
It takes a lot of time.
It takes a lot of time to plant just a few acres. Well, probably how many acres we got here for the test plot?
I don't know. There might be
30, 40 acres.
20 or 30.
20, 30 acres. So Levi just planted 8 rows.
Didn't plant all 12.
So we planted 8 of one variety, 4 of another.
And I'll plant 4 on the way
Now
back.
we're gonna vacuum out the 8 boxes of the variety that's already planted. Make sure every last seed is out of the box, and then fill it with the new varieties. So we have to keep close attention to what's going on.
Yep.
Okay, let's go vacuum.
All right.
It's very much a team effort when we plant the test plot, so we have the guys from lots of seed companies here helping us. Got the vacuums ready, vacuum up the seed, and then get ready. It makes it go a little bit smoother than one help we have. How do you know how much to put in each box?
Experience.
Boy, Steven, I'm not sure about your seed yet, but they give you a really nice vacuum. I know, right?
That was quick. I'm impressed with you guys.
You get faster as the day goes.
3 other seed reps here. It's really neat to see the companies work together because this is important for
Yeah.
them. It kind of helps use our data for other farmers in the area since the soil around us is similar to what we're farming, so then they can take the data and use it to help them and all of their customers, really.
Yep. They all want to win.
plots comes in smaller bags since we just need a little bit. They're not the big 50-pound bags.
And it's free.
Do you just do a corn test plot or do you do bean test plot too?
Bean as well. We actually just got the bean one done a couple days ago.
Have you always done a bean test plot?
No, we don't we have before, but we don't every year. I don't know, I'm trying to do them. They do take a lot of time, but I'm trying to do them more often, like looking at them, making seed decisions off of it.
Right, so for both corn and beans, it's nice because we can see the varieties right next to each other on the same soil, same chemical program, same fertilizer. Everything's the same except the variety, and so it really gives a nice clear picture of what's working best.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
I totally agree. Yep. I've had varieties be 100 bushel apart before in test plots.
Isn't that crazy? Same soil, same everything. I just got sent to shut the pivot off, so they're gonna get the next variety ready. I'm gonna go down to where the pivot control box is at, shut it off. We have to move the pivots several times throughout the year. You have to move them out of the way so you can plant, and then move them back so you can plant where the pivot was covering. Pretty much every pass through the field, in order to get the whole field, you gotta move the pivot so it's out of the way. This field is kind of unique because we have two quarters here that are right next to each other, so that's a half section. One pivot on each quarter. You can see them behind me. And then we also have this little, I call it like the little nugget pivot because it's just 3 towers, and a normal pivot's like closer to 7 towers. And pivot goes in a circle and a quarter is a square, so there's corners that don't get watered. So this little pivot covers 2 corners that would be dry land but are now irrigated, so it's kind of neat. One of the pivots on this north quarter, which is the one further this way, that is a high-speed pivot. It was actually a prototype that Zematic put on our farm a couple years ago. The first year we had it, I think there was only 3 or 4 in the whole country. It can make a full circle in 4 hours, which is quick. Is this the last variety, Levi?
Yes, it is. This is it.
Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm ready to start planting and get something done. So
How'd it go today?
It went pretty good, but we got about half done what you could get done if you were
Just planting, yeah. What are you most excited for this growing season?
I'm most excited to use my new sprayer.
To what?
To use my new sprayer.
Yeah?
It's about twice as big as the old one, and should translate in more time me being home.
Yeah.
So yeah,
More lake days.
And fishing. Absolutely.
You happy with how it went?
Yeah. Yep.
Another successful test
Let
plot
you know how it went at harvest time.
Yeah. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Actually, we can't wait.
Yeah, we will have to wait.